Stirling Moss, in his own words. Face to Face, broadcast on BBC TV, 12th of June 1960.
How much money did you have when you started? Your father helped you, for instance?
No, well, yes, he helped me partially. I sold my bicycle to him, and I sold my radio and all sorts of odds and ends, and I had all the muck I didn't really need. You know, I passed on to my father and sort of said, you know, you can have all this load of stuff if you let me have a racing car. And the first thing he did, he said, well, no, we can't have a racing car, you have a sports car. And so I got a sports car. I had reasonable success.
When you were 17?
When I was 17, yes. And then I managed to drag my father over to a racing car manufacturer's garage, where I showed him this car, and I tried it on, he tried it on, and I think really felt the bug because he'd done it before. And he agreed that if I sold the sports car and used the money, I could buy the other one. So actually, I started off originally with, say, £500, and my father helped me with two or 300 more. Then I sold that and bought my racing car for 500.
Yes, so that you really started in a pretty small way, and now
yes,
Stirling Moss Limited is a pretty big business today.
Yes, fairly big. It's all connected with motor racing and ancillary things.
Well, I wanted to ask a bit about those ancillary things. For instance, how much do you exploit your resources on the side? Do you sponsor some commercial
yes,
products?
I sponsor fuel and oil, tyres, brake linings, plugs, this sort of thing, shoes, and not very many other things. I've been asked to do other things, shirts and, you know, sort of rock and roll stuff practically, you know. I haven't done that, and all the things that I do sponsor I actually use.
And you make yourself personally responsible for the recommendation that you give?
Yes, I do actually use anything that I recommend.
Yes.
I think it's important, actually.
What about personal appearances? Do you make them for fees?
Sometimes for fees, sometimes not. If I give talks or lectures, which I don't like doing and I get very little time to do, then there's no fee. If I go along and open a bazaar or something, if it's a charity, there's no fee. If it isn't, then there might be a fee. It really depends on what it's for.
What about test driving? I mean, a horse racing jockey spends a lot of his time riding work, not on the race course at all. Are you doing that a lot of the time?
Quite a lot of the time. We do quite a lot of testing just before the race, pardon me, on the circuit. Also, I do a certain amount of testing during the winter. I do also write for newspapers on road tests of cars. That's when I've got a license, of course, at the moment. I'm doing bicycles, you see. And so I do that as well. But if I went to a racing car manufacturer to develop his car, then I would expect to get a fee if he was a competitor against the one I'm racing for.
Thinking for the moment of...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?